Hello and welcome to part 2 of the assault weapons on Battlefield 3 accuracy test. Now this here is the G3A3. This does fire a 7.62. As you can see, you maybe can't quite see it here, but the crossers in this thing are pretty goddamn large, so we're probably going to get a lot of bullet spread. And holy shit, I was correct. This is only automatic and single shot, or semi-automatic, if you may, and aiming in. It's pretty lethal if you're aiming in, but I don't recommend it like that unless you got a group of targets, you know, in a doorway maybe. You just want to spray and pray and try and get as many kills as possible. Anyway, on to the next weapon. And our next weapon on the list is the Pt.2 or whatever the hell it's called. I really don't like it. This is burst fire and semi-automatic only. Here is the I don't know what bullet it fires though. I'm assuming it's a 7.62. Here's the burst fire from the hip. This gun I'm going to mention now is also a bullpup like the BF3 but from the hip, because it's burst fire only, is a shitload more accurate. Give these thing a laser sight and you're just gonna go fucking just bad shit crazy with this thing on the hip fire, because the laser sight does increase your accuracy by a shit ton. And on to the next weapon. I think we're going into the Back to Karkan DLC weapons now, so I think we're gonna kick it off with the FAMAS. And yep, the FAMAS. This I believe is also bullpup. It is automatic, burst fire, and semi-automatic. This gun can be lethal accurate if you're aiming in. The one thing I disapprove of about it is the 26 bullet mag. As you can see with its fire rate, a 26 bullet mag just goes blown to shit. Okay, now that's a little more accurate, just a tiny bit more accurate than the without aiming in. Okay, next is the burst fire, which is surprisingly a hell of a lot less accurate than the automatic. Okay, now we're gonna aim in. Okay, now that's pretty good. That's a pretty good spread. I'm not gonna improve very much though. I think this fires again. This is a Russian weapon in the game, so I think it fires 7.62. That's the standard ammunition for most of the Russian guns on this game, anyway. The next up is the L85A2 or the SA80, if you may, which is also a bullpup, and it fires a 5.56 round. Okay, now the L85A2, as we already mentioned, fires a 5.56 standard ammunition. It is only automatic and semi-automatic. It has no burst fire function, sadly. Otherwise, this gun would just be tremendously awesome. Now, here we're going to go the automatic. Similar accuracy to that of the F2000, even when aiming in, except the bullet spread is a little more inaccurate. I'm going to say the F2000 had a bit more accuracy than this. Next up, I believe, is the AUG-A3, followed by the SCAR-L, and that's just the SCAR-L is going to be the conclusion of our assault weapons. And then I'll get on the next class, which I believe is Engineer. Okay, this is the AUG-A3. I believe this fires a 5.56 because it is a German weapon, or you could call the AUG-A3 if you missed, but I call it the AUG-A3 because of previous game experience, and that's what I've heard it being called numerous times. It is automatic and semi-automatic again, only that. Here's the automatic. Again, it's also a bullpup. It is definitely the most accurate bullpup. And on that note, I can tell you that now. yeah, the aiming in spread is to the right, unlike the F2000, which is to the left. Kind of like that accuracy because I'm right-handed. I can control it better with the thumbsticks and all that. And the overall spread on automatic is just not that bad at all. With a 30 bullet mag, I suppose you could pack some punch with this thing. One in the chamber as well. 30 bullets and then one in the chamber. The next weapon will be the Scar L, and then we'll just drop a conclusion of all the weapons from the Assault class, and we'll see which one is the most accurate. Okay, now this is the Scar L, a assault rifle. Unlike the Scar H, the carbine in the Engineer class, this has a 30 bullet mag, whereas the Scar H has a 20 bullet mag, similar to that of most of the PDWs, i.e. the Pt.2. This again is automatic and semi-automatic, or single shot if you may. Here is the automatic from the hip. I really do not like that spread because it's a bit shit. Here's the aiming in. Okay, now that is definitely the best aiming in accuracy out of all the assault rifles so far. So yeah, this is the Scar L. We're just gonna get quickly to the loadouts. Okay, and now here are all the weapons. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you guys decide on the weapon of choice that I should be using on my assault kit. I'll probably customize the loadout and all for the gun itself, unless you guys can recommend any good setups for it. The M16A3 is candidate number 1. Candidate number 2 is the M460. Candidate number 3 is the AK971. Number 4 is the M16A4. Number 5 is the F2000. Number 6 is the AN94 Akaban. Number 7 is the G3A3. Number 8 is the KH-K2K, whatever you want to call it. And number 9 is the AK-74M. Number 10 is the FAMAS. And number 11 is the L85A2 or SA80. Number 12 is the Scar L. And number 13 is the AUG A3, or the Steyr AUG A3, going by the make. Okay, there will be a medic version, there will be an engineer one to this. That'll be coming out probably within the next few days. You could drop this video a like, in a comment saying which gun you think would be better that I use. That would be fantastic. Thanks for watching, I guess, and like, comment, and subscribe, I guess. Anyway, ta-da.